There was a very special guest at the Burlington Board of Selectmen meeting this week. Burlington Police Department's K-9 Havoc was honored for his retirement after 10 years on the force. He was presented with treats and a whole raw chicken by Board Chair Joe Morandi and given a round of applause by those in attendance in gratitude for his long career protecting the community and helping with operations in surrounding towns. Those who worked with Havoc or knew of his work said he was a true professional.
He's been nothing short of a phenomenal partner. Everything I could have asked for in a dog, in a K-9, he's been.
He is a great K-9, and Joe Papsadero, the handler. They truly work as a team, and they get called out. It's a 24/7 job, and it is so nice to have a K-9 like Havoc within the confines of Burlington should something happen.
Well, it's great to see Havoc here. He's been a wonderful asset to the town, along with Joe. Joe's a really good officer. I said it earlier tonight, Joe has a Class A personality, so the dog does also. Naturally, I have a soft spot to dogs to begin with, but when they're trained that well, it's just incredible to watch.
Training for K-9 starts with a 14-week course of long days and potentially an additional 6 to 10 weeks of specialty training. But that is just the beginning. K-9s and their handlers train constantly, either at special events or just when they can find the time during a quiet moment in a shift.
Constantly ongoing. We have formal in-service. We have to do a certain number of hours every month. And then there are various schools, classes, and seminars that come up. And I've been extremely fortunate here in Burlington to be able to travel literally around the country attending these different, events.
Nonstop. Joe will, even working a shift, if it's a quiet night, he will have that dog out, whether it's at the high school or one of the ball fields, doing tracking lessons in the middle of the night, things of that nature. It's a continuous, nonstop training, and it's in all kinds of weather.
All that training over the years was definitely put to the test. Havoc was a busy member of the department and responded to incidents both big and small.
I think probably the big thing was after the marathon bombing. He was down there patrolling the streets of Boston with Joe for an extended period, and then he was right in the thick of things in Watertown, searching house to house.
There's been so many. He's been an extremely successful dog. We've literally had hundreds of deployments in Burlington and surrounding communities, whether it be mutual aid or as part of the NEMLIC K-9 unit. The response to Boston after the marathon bombings, the search in Watertown, the dog worked like nonstop. And just that's one of those things that just really impressed me was his work ethic, never tiring, never wanting to stop.
And to have the town be able to send that dog to other communities and help out other communities, finding kids, finding missing seniors, to drug busts, to all the things that dog does, which never gets recognized. So right there alone is a huge asset for the town of Burlington.
And when he wasn't helping in a rescue, chasing down a bad guy, or engaged in training, Havoc would spend time meeting with members of the community.
I'll always think of him back on safety night when we hold that in August. He is so good with people and with kids. So you don't always see that in a K-9.
He has a tremendous social side to him. And yeah, I can have him around children and people with absolutely no worries, at different community events and demos and stuff like that. And I think that really helps ease things, that I'm able to have him at those events. And then, with a simple word or two, simple command, you'll see a totally different dog if he's needed to apprehend a suspect or something along those lines.
Finally, what does a veteran police K-9 do in retirement after 10 years on the job?
Probably upside down on the couch, along with my other 2 dogs that are at home.
Well-deserved, Havoc, and thank you for your service. From Burlington Town Hall, I'm BNEWS Director Rich Hosford.